Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. Let me click this here. There we go. Hello and welcome to another Spooky Saturdays. We are here today to possibly, hopefully, finish up Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles. It has been a pretty crazy playthrough so far. The non-boss encounters have been a ton of fun. The boss encounters, I would say half of them have been good. Half of them have been a bit cheap. One of them has been incredibly cheap and rage-inducing. But the game overall has been a very, very good game, and I would give it an above-average score. I was actually thinking about the review score I'd give this game earlier. And I think I would settle on giving this, because I don't like giving half-star marks. I think I would probably score this game, and in my opinion, could change by the time we beat it. But I feel like I would probably give this game a 4 out of 5. If I had to give this game a review score based upon the non-boss encounters, I would give this game a perfect score, a perfect 5 out of 5, and I'd call it a masterpiece. But the bosses in this game, some of them, not all of them, are super cheap and they are super annoying. And those boss encounters are few. But if I had to rate the boss encounters overall, I'd say this is a below average game. Going just off the bosses. So I'd give it like a 2 out of 5. So add those marks together. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 divided by 2, that's 3.5. But most of the time in this game, you're not fighting bosses. Most of the time, you're fighting non-bosses. And so I would round up to 4. That's 4 out of 5 marks. So I'd say, as far as I'm concerned right now, this is an above-average experience. And I think this is better than the Umbrella Chronicles. More of my tasty Starbucks caramel coffee. But before we dive into the game and try to finish it, let me go through the opening announcements as usual, and then we'll jump in. So for those who do not know, welcome. I am your host, Lord Orfeo, and I stream at least 5 days a week, and I stream a little something different for each and every day of the week. And I do this because I know not every person is interested in every game or game genre. I get it. And so I try to vary my content to appeal to a more varied viewer base. Also, doing so helps to prevent me from getting burnt out on any one game or game genre, so it is a win-win. And so to that end, I have established various, what I call, stream themes throughout the week. On Mondays, we have what I call Monday Marvels. And for Monday Marvels, we can stream any game from any genre, but no horror and no role-playing games. We do value those game genres here, but those genres actually have their own days set aside specifically for them. Also, the game we stream on Mondays cannot be part of a series. It has to be a one-off. Due to that, we typically stream indie games on Mondays. Hey, Slick, what's going on? Slick says, hey, Orfeo, I will be in and out, but I wanted to make sure I say hello. Well, thank you, Slick. Happy to have you here. Thank you for the support. And I know I believe you're into the RE series as well, so I would appreciate your input on the game. Tuesdays, I take the day off. Wednesdays, in the Discord, we have anime afternoons. So if you like watching anime, join us. And we typically screen through 2 episodes from a given series. And then afterwards on Twitch, we have our weekly Just Chatting stream called Community Chat and Gaming News, during which we discuss community updates, gaming news, and game releases for the week. Thursdays are our RPG afternoons, and so if you do like role-playing games, that is the day for you. Fridays are Franchise Fridays, and they're very similar to Mondays in that we can stream any game from any genre on Friday. But again, no horror and no role-playing games. Excuse me. But unlike Mondays, the games we stream on Fridays must be part of a series. Hence the name, Franchise Fridays. Due to this, we typically stream AAA games on Fridays. Saturdays are Spooky Saturdays, and so if you like horror and all things creepy, this is your day. And Sundays, I take the day off as well. So if any of those stream themes are of interest to you, then I encourage you to drop me a follow, and I hope to see you sometime during the week. And now with our opening announcements out of the way, let us return to the stream of the day. So again, today is Spooky Saturdays, and this is Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles from Capcom. Slick says, I love the lore. I have not played very much at all. What games are you looking forward to this year? The biggest game I'm looking forward to this year, Slick, is Alan Wake 2. Years ago, I had a roommate, and my roommate had an Xbox 360 and I had a PlayStation 3. He and I were always on the opposite ends of the gaming spectrum. He was always rocking Xbox and I was always rocking PlayStation. And he got the original Alan Wake for his Xbox 360. And I watched him play probably a few, I don't know, hours worth. I don't know if I go that far. But I did see him play for a few times that game, sort of over his shoulder. And it looked really, really good. I loved the look of the story. I liked the narration. The graphics seemed decent. The challenge looked fun. But I never got to play it myself because I never had an Xbox 360. And then a console generation later, the game gets released as a remaster on the PlayStation 4. And so I scooped it up, played it, and I absolutely fell in love with Alan Wake Remastered. I beat it. I beat the DLCs it came with, and I actually beat the game. I think I beat the game 3 times. Yeah, I beat the base game 3 times. I beat it once on normal mode, then I played it on easy mode, and then I played it on hard mode to get all the trophies. And I got the platinum, and I absolutely adored it. Afterwards, I wanted more Alan Wake, and so I currently have an Xbox One console, and so I use that to go pick up the Alan Wake's American Nightmares, which was exclusive to the Xbox 360 and the PC. Excuse me. And that's actually like a standalone DLC for Alan Wake. And so I thought that was really good. We played through that. Different experience, but we beat it on stream. And the footage for Alan Wake Remastered and Alan Wake's American Nightmares are available on the YouTube channel. One moment. Audio check. Yeah, okay, that sounds fine. I was pretty sure you could hear me because you're responding to me, but I just wanted to make sure it sounded okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed that game, and then I saw the trailer for Alan Wake 2, and I got super hyped. And that's supposed to be dropping this year. So that is the #1 game that I am the most hyped for this year. Sadly, it is releasing on consoles I do not own. I believe it's going to be released on PS5 and Xbox Series, but it is also going to be released on PC, and I am hoping that I'll be able to run it on my Steam Deck, perhaps on lower settings, but we'll still get to experience the game here on this channel, and I am super, super enthused about that. So, yes, I'm excited. Slick says, I'm looking forward to some new IPs. Judas. Oh, yes, I saw Judas. I think Judas was shown off at the Game Awards last year. That looked really good. I actually have it on my Steam wish list. Showa American Story. I've never heard of that. And Slitterhead. I don't think I've heard of that either. But I'm not sure when they are coming out. Audio is crisp and clear. Thank you, Slick. I appreciate the feedback. So yes, I'm looking forward to more horror this year. This is very tasty coffee. But alright, so what do we do in Resident Evil?
The
Dark Side Chronicles last Saturday. So last Saturday, we finished off the Code Veronica segment. There we go. You can see the stuff we did there. Memory of a Lost City. These are the clear chapters. Memory of a Lost City. This is the Resident Evil 2 segment. We knocked out all 8 chapters already. Game of Oblivion is the Code Veronica segment. We knocked out all 7 chapters. Operation Javier, I believe, is all we have left. We've knocked out chapters 1 and 2. And so I don't know how many chapters are left within Operation Javier. But we're going to try to knock out all the rest of those chapters tonight. And if we do, I believe we'll beat the game. So that's what we did last Saturday, and that is the plan for tonight. Complete Operation Javier and beat the game. Slick says, Showa American Story is an 80s-inspired zombie action RPG. Oh, that sounds interesting. Where the U.S. is owned by Japan, and the main character travels the country as an undead fighting zombies and Yakuza and more. Interesting. Looks like a lot of goofy fun. That makes me think of, like, the game Yakuza. Okay, alright, interesting. Slitterhead is a horror title from the original Silent Hill creator, set in Japan with horrific morphing monsters that disguise themselves as humans. Oh, I think I remember seeing the trailer for that. I think that trailer may have also been at the Game Awards. That looked good. I will send the trailers to your Discord to check out. Alright, I'll check them out, Slick. Yeah, those sound pretty good. I like those. You could post those trailers if you want in game-related videos. Just go to, I think it's General Gaming, and you'll find it towards the bottom of that list. But those sound pretty good. I want to say I'm a fan of Silent Hill, so I might be into Slitterhead, but I've only ever beaten one Silent Hill game. So, I mean, I don't know. I want to play more Silent Hill. The only Silent Hill game I've beaten is Silent Hill Origins on the PlayStation Portable. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I think I beat that game either 2 or 3 times. I beat it. I really had a lot of fun with it. And then once you beat it, you unlock, depending on the ending you get, you unlock a cool item. And I forget what item it is. But that item made me want to replay the game because it makes your character a lot more powerful. And then when you beat the game a second time, you unlock a different item, and that makes your character even stronger. And so it's like your first playthrough in that game, it's very, very scary. But then every time you beat it, your character gets substantially stronger. And so it's almost like in each sequential playthrough, it's like revenge because you can just mow all the enemies down. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, and that makes me want to play through the other Silent Hill games in time. But for now, at least, we're going to keep pushing through the Resident Evil games, and we're going to bounce back and forth a bit between Resident Evil and some other titles. So if we beat this tonight, or whenever we beat this, we'll be moving on to a game that was recommended to me by both Tommy and Lorelei. And that game is Layers of Fear 2. So we beat the original Layers of Fear, and we beat its DLC, Layers of Fear Inheritance, but we did not beat Layers of Fear 2. So after this, that's what we're going to move on to. And then after that, we're going to come back to the RE series with the demo for the Resident Evil 2 remake. So, so many good horror games out there to play. But alright, let me pop in my earbuds so I can hear the game. And have another sip of coffee. And then we will load into the game. I think before that I'm also going to review the controls. The week always goes by between my stream sessions with this game. So sometimes I forget what all of the controls are. Help. And there we go. Okay. Okay. We're not on easy mode, so I can't use L2. I feel like L2 would be bad. I mean, it would snap the crosshairs maybe to enemies, but it would probably snap it to their chest. It wouldn't snap it to their head, so... eh. L1 is to use herb. Okay. Remember that. D-pad is switching weapons. Left and right analog sticks both aim. Okay. At the same speed, too, which to me doesn't really make sense. They should have... That shouldn't be the way it works. But I understand. They really wanted you to use the motion controls. R1 is to shoot your gun. Square is to reload. Triangle is your status screen. And it's R2 plus swiping either analog stick to swing your knife. Okay, so gun, knife, gun, knife, gun, knife. Okay. I always forget, like, which button is the knife button. And I keep, like, trying to tap, like... because I freak out during combat. I'm like, oh no, is it L1? Is it L2? And I wind up using herbs accidentally, or I wind up hitting L2 and nothing happens, and I start taking damage. So I always have to review this. Okay, that's it. Alright, can we customize any of our guns? I don't think we can. No, we can't, but we're very close. We have 8,382 gold. We need at least 9,000 to bump up one of these two stats. So we'll play through our next chapter mission, and if we hit 9,000 gold, we'll probably up capacity from B plus to A, unless we get a substantial amount of extra gold. If that happens, and we top 14,000, then we'll up our stopping power from C to C plus. But let's jump back into Operation Javier. Okay. Chronicles. Memories of a Lost City, RE2. We got a C. Then we have Game of Oblivion, that's Code Veronica. We got a C. And Operation Javier. Yeah. I kind of wish I knew how many chapters were left. Ah, well. I feel like Operation Javier is either going to be very long or it's going to be very short. And I don't know which. For those who have not played this game and are curious, and who haven't been following the channel, when you first start playing the Darkside Chronicles, the very first mission you play is Chapter 1 of Operation Javier. And then after Chapter 1, you get thrown into Leon's recollection of the events from Resident Evil 2. And so you play through all of the RE2 stuff. Then you come back to Operation Javier and you play through Chapter 2. Once that ends, you play then through Claire's recollection of the events from Code Veronica. It's basically Claire eventually tells Leon everything about the Code Veronica experience, and that's what he relays to the Krauser. Then after the Code Veronica stuff, we return to Operation Javier for Chapter 3. And so I don't know if maybe Operation Javier is only 3 chapters. I don't know if it's more than 3 chapters. I believe it's more, though. And it could be a lot more. And the reason I say that is because if we go to Archives, and we go to Movies, you can see Memory of a Lost City, the RE2 stuff. There's a lot of videos here. They say new because I haven't watched them. I've watched them when the game presents them as the game progresses, but I haven't seen them individually. And then we have the videos from Game of Oblivion. You can see there's a lot of videos here. That's from the RE4 stuff. I'm sorry, not 4. That's from the Code Veronica stuff. But then we go to Operation Javier, and these are the only videos we've unlocked so far. There's still these 4 over here. Then I can click this. There's still these 8 squares over here. Click it again, and then there's 2 more. So that makes me think this is going to be a very long last final section for Operation Javier. But we'll see. Maybe it's just loaded with cutscenes. I don't know. Okay. Chapter 3. And we are staying with Leon. And we've unlocked the shotgun so far. We have our handgun. We have our Magnum. And we have our submachine gun. These are the guns I typically like to bring. We can also toggle out for a rocket launcher, grenade launcher, bow gun. We don't have any grenades on us right now. I like this setup here. Most of the time, even on bosses, I only use the handgun. If there's a group of enemies very close, or if there's a boss very close, you post the videos. Thanks. I'll check them out afterwards. Or if there is a boss that is right up on you, that's literally right in your face, the shotgun can pump out some really good damage. It's just the shotgun seems to have very, very poor range. So even at medium range, the shotgun does almost nothing. The enemy does have to be right up on you. But if they are, amazing damage. Magnum, a ton of good damage. Fire rate's pretty good, but it can only hold 6 slugs at a time. And then we have our submachine gun, which is actually weaker now in terms of damage than the handgun, but it has way higher DPS because of its faster fire rate and larger magazine size. So if you just need to pray and spray, this is a good option. So these are the guns I prefer to stick with. I've used the rocket launcher before, and I don't know what's going on with the rocket launcher. It feels like the rocket launcher fires feathers. It doesn't feel like it does any damage. And that's very weird for a rocket launcher. The grenade launcher seems to do decent damage. But that's just... Grenades in this game feel quite strong, and since this fires grenades, that makes sense. The bow gun also feels very weak. It feels like you shoot feathers. The bow gun and the rocket launcher feel like they deal the same amount of damage, only the rocket launcher reloads much slower. So it's very, very weird. This is an A+ for power. This is a C for power, and it feels like they hit equally as hard. I don't know if there's a bug in the game. I don't know if something's just wrong with my perception of the damage, but it's weird. So I just keep these 4. And Jamera is here. Hello, Jamera. How are you doing? Jamera has redeemed highlight my message. Very poor range. Well, yeah, it's a shotgun. It's not made for range most times. That's true. But there are multiple shotguns, actually, in the predecessor to this game called the Umbrella Chronicles. And the shotgun is actually a more viable option in that game. Even the base shotgun is a more viable option, in that when you shoot it, it deals good damage. And the weakness of the shotgun isn't really its range. It's more so that it has a very limited magazine capacity. But you can dish out some pretty good damage at mid-range. And in this game, it seems like there's only one shotgun. And it has really, really horrible range and very limited magazine capacity. So it's the worst of both worlds. Unless, again, an enemy or a boss is literally right in front of you. If they're face to face with you, the shotgun will dish out some massive damage. So it scales really high the closer an enemy is to you. You're doing good? That's good. And you have redeemed Hydrate. Very well. I have some flavored water here in a Gatorade bottle. Cheers, Jamera. All right. Let's resume. going to turn this up a little bit too. It's kind of low on my end. Should have done that before I hit the start button.
I believe Manuela is infected with the Veronica virus, which means it could spread throughout this land. But why would Javier infect his own daughter? And how can she maintain her human form? How does she sustain it without transforming into something horrific, like Steve? Leon! Leon! You okay? Not really. But we gotta keep going. Well, that was a nice, refreshing dip, huh? We need to find Javier! The water's risen!
Okay, I got control. Oh yeah, the water's actually coming up through the walkway that we're walking on here. Wait. I don't know why I just fell. Okay. I'm looking at the weapons, how they're ranged here. Okay, so handgun is left, so machine gun's right, magnum is top, shotgun is bottom. I arrange the guns here the same way I arrange the guns in Borderlands. I love that you can switch guns the same exact way you can in Borderlands. Okay, I'm ready. Stay down, boy. Stay down. Oh, no!
Dark.
Oh!
Monsters.
Ah!
At least I got you here backing me up, though, huh, Boy Scout? You're not gonna ask me to hold your hand, are you?
We're at the very beginning and I've already taken damage.
Only your aim was as good as your jokes.
Ah! I'm almost questioning whether I should just restart the chapter. We're literally at the very beginning and I've already taken a huge chunk of damage. I guess.
I believe Manuela is infected with the Veronica virus,
Skip through this.
which means it could spread.
Okay.
Leon! Leon! You okay? Not really. But we gotta keep going. Well, that was a nice, refreshing dip, huh? We need to find Javier! The water's risen!
It's probably going to take me a little while till I get my groove back too. Till I get good with the crosshair aiming again.
It's dark. Wet. Monsters. Turned out to be one hell of a day, huh? At least I got you here backing me up.
Oh, look at that!
Scout.
That was some good power right there.
You're not gonna ask me to hold your hand, are you? Huh. Only your aim was as good as your jokes.
Alright, we still took damage there, but that wasn't too bad. I like the water droplets on the screen. That's a cool effect.
Better be careful.
Oh! Oh, I got gold. Oh,
Can't
man.
believe Manuela's Javier's
Ah!
daughter. It wasn't in the report. Maybe she was from one of his mistresses. Regardless, she must really hate her father if she came through all this just to get away from him.
No, turn around.
Ask her when we find her.
No!
Javier is the one we're after,
No!
not his daughter. Remember? Yeah, you're right.
That is so messed up. That is so messed up. You only catch the first aid canister spray for like a second. I have to restart. Like, that stinks. That so stinks that they do that to you.
I believe Manuela is infected with the Veronica virus.
Leon! Leon!
I hope they don't start doing this. Where it's like, you see a really good item, you have like seconds to collect it, and then if you miss it, that's it, you miss it. Like,
Gotta keep going.
that wasn't even gold that we missed. That was a first aid spray. That gives you a continue. That fundamentally changes how hard the level is. That's something major, and the fact that they only showed it for an instant that's, oh my gosh, that's horrible. We did pretty well that second time too. I hope we can do that well again, or better.
It's dark. Quick. Monsters. Turning out to be one hell of a day, huh? At least I got you here backing me up, though, huh, Boy Scout?
You're not gonna ask me to hold your hand, are you?
Huh. If only your aim was as good as your jokes.
Ah! We took about the same amount of damage. We used up way more bullets, but wasn't too bad. Got the gold. Okay, now I have to put my cursor right down here so that when they go through the door, I can try to collect the first aid spray.
You better be careful.
I'm already clicking.
I can't believe Manuela's Javier's
Got it.
daughter.
It wasn't in the report. Maybe she was from one of his mistresses.
Regardless, she must really hate her father if she came through all this just to get away from him.
Well, she's...
Well, we can ask her when we find her. But Javier is the one we're after. Not his daughter. Remember?
Yeah, you're right.
Well, she said all the zombies weren't here the first time she came through. Jeez. I like the light sourcing. That's a good effect as well.
We're somewhere near the dam entrance, right?
Yeah, this looks familiar.
You can help me out, you know, you got a gun too.
Well, I hope you got a good memory, because I've got no clue where we are.
Only one way to find out.
This is where
Let's do this.
we got thrown over the railing
That's
in
what I
chapter
wanna
2.
hear.
Oh, do we have to choose which way to go? I guess so. Let's go left.
Here we go again. Stay sharp.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so that wasn't a good idea. I guess we should have... I feel like if we would have gone straight, we would have gotten ambushed by them anyway. Right might have been a better way to go. I am about to die.
It won't open.
Forget it. Let's go around the other way.
We did get a bow gun, but it wasn't worth the damage we took.
We're out.
Shotgun. Ooh, this is pretty. What's that down there? Very pretty. Look at all the trees and the colors and the water. Good job, Capcom. Good job. I really hope I don't die, though. That'd be pretty crummy to have to use the first aid spray like right at the beginning of the chapter.
Let's check it out.
Got gold. Ah, come on! I'm dead. I was missing, my crosshair was just above where the enemies were that entire time. Or that one enemy was. I'm surprised I took so little damage, I actually thought that was going to kill me. Now we have mutant crickets to deal with. Come on, give me an herb. Give me a... I shot his helmet off. Still. Ah! Ah! Get down. Stay down. What? Oh my goodness. I think I'm just shooting him in the hands, that's why. I'm trying to get up. Give me a green herb. Oh, I gotta choose again? Go straight.
Let's go this way.
It doesn't look like it really matters where we go, though. Get in. Oh.
Water's rising.
Oh, that.
Another trap. Yeah, we need to get out of here fast.
Yeah, we do.
Let's move.
Got it. Herb used. Whew. Ah. We're back. Top of the dam like before.
It's about time too.
Nice.
Yeah, no shit.
Minigun. Oh no.
We can't fight here. Go! Go! Behind you!
Ah! Nope. Oh boy. I'm down at half health already. Got the shotgun. Oh, spiders. Yeah, let's get out of here. I need more herb.
Must mean Javier doesn't want us to find whatever it is he's hiding.
I'm not sure we should go through the door that has water pouring into it. I mean, that's just my opinion now.
Sounds like it's flooded in there.
Yeah.
We'll need to cut the water off first.
How do we...
There's gotta be a valve around here somewhere.
Leon!
Manuela! How did you get here?
I'm so glad that you're alive. I thought that something might have happened to you. It's all Father's fault. I'm just glad that
You're not with Javier?
I ran away.
Manuela, did he do something to you?
The door can't hold the pressure much longer. We need to stop the water.
Look! The valves! Over there!
Manuela, wait!
This must be it. I think this will stop the water.
Looks as I feel like Krauser does not fit in the elevator with you. He is pretty big. Leon out here killing mutant Pokemon. Hot women always follow Leon, but he never gets any, sadly. Why are you gonna go that way? Why not climb back?
Manuela, behind you!
Help me!
Talk about bad timing.
They'll take out the zombies. Manuela, you go shut the valve.
No, some good headshots right there. Oh, there's multiple valves. That's why she's doing that. I thought there was only one. Oh, nice. Gold.
This is the last one.
Oh, oh.
Looks like he found us. What the hell?
Something is trying to get in. They must be after Manuela.
So this is our only way out. It's still not opening.
No. Let me stop the water. Why won't it open?
It's still flooded.
We're running out of time here.
It's open!
Oh, let's go.
Hurry!
Yeah, hurry. What are you doing? Oh, herb!
Look out!
It's so fast!
Yes, we got the herb. I was more focused on that than killing the creature. But totally worth it. Unless we get hurt a lot. Alright, we did it.
Manuela, stay close!
Yeah! Leon is so skilled he can climb a ladder with no
What the
hands.
hell is that?
This place is just full of surprises.
Yep.
Krauser, let's go!
Oh, that was close. I almost missed the gold. Looks like we did some damage. We caused it to stagger. Is there anything that we see through here that we can collect? I feel like there was the first time. I guess that's the boss we're going to have to fight at the end of the chapter. Oh, no! These things are so tanky. No! Bad monster. Bad. Bad monster. Oh. Plant people are freaky. Very nice. It's a very beautiful day out here.
It'd be nice if we could finish this up before nightfall, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This will take us to the top of the dam.
Oh, we're already at the top? Good. It's so pretty out here. This is probably like the prettiest scene in any Resident Evil game that I've played, because every other RE game I've played has been at night or indoors, not outside in the bright daylight.
I don't see any hostiles.
Oh! I do.
Wishful thinking.
Back! Back! Back, you foul fiend!
It's ugly.
Ho ho! We just dropped it with a handgun. Heck yeah. The game's like hesitating here. Like, I don't think we're supposed to. Oh, I was like, I don't think we're supposed to have killed it that quickly.
There's two of them.
Uh
Let
oh.
them get too close. We can take them out one at a time.
Can we?
You'll protect me, won't you?
Of course. It's getting closer.
What? Herb up.
One down. One to go. Nice.
I should have been able to stagger it more. Whatever. Whatever. We're out of herb. But at least we're alive. Those weren't even bosses.
I need to ask you something before we find your father.
They were like mini bosses.
Why are you running away from him?
Oh, I guess they were bosses. Cutscene. I guess this is the end of the chapter. The chapters in the Javier Mansion
Why
mission
did
seem short.
Javier infect you with the Veronica virus? And what did he mean by too late?
You know, I shouldn't even be standing here, given the circumstances.
The virus.
I was injected with it as part of my treatment.
Treatment?
It wasn't my fault. My doctor diagnosed me with the same disease my mother had. He told me there was no chance of recovery. And all we could find out was that only people living in this area contracted it. It killed my mother. But somehow, I...
Somehow she survived long enough to get injected with the virus and it's counteracting the disease. I'm shocked we did this well. Score S, clear time S, enemies eliminated S, headshots C. What do you mean 0 headshots? We got headshots. Though the times we did get headshots, we shot like the helmets that the enemies were wearing, so maybe it doesn't count that as a headshot. You actually have to deal headshot damage, not just shoot someone in the head. No continue clear. Overall, an A, very nice. And we're up to 10,000 gold. Now we got 5 of the 11 archive items. Nice. So I feel I know how this is going to end. I feel bad. I feel like we're going to try to stop Javier. And we're not going to be in time. The girl's going to mutate and we're going to have to fight her. She's probably going to be like the final boss. Well. Poor Leon. Poor her. You got Grenade. You got Plague Crawler. South American Bat. Jabberwock S3. Ivy plus YX. Scarred. Okay. Archives. New enemies. We only fought like 2 of these the entire chapter. Plague Crawler. Insect-based BOWs that were created by injecting various types of insects with the T virus, and then manipulating their genes. Some are almost 2 meters long and have suitably large, death-dealing pincers. They lack the intelligence to be suitable for use on the battlefield, so their development was halted and they were to be destroyed. However, some of them escaped destruction and were purchased by Javier as low-cost BOWs. Interesting. South American bats. These bats sucked the nectar from infected flowers and thusly became infected themselves. Like the bats on Rockfort Island, they have a habit of attacking their prey in groups. Jabberwock S3, an experimental biological weapon purchased by Javier. Little is known about the organization developing it, but it is thought to be a competitor to Umbrella. Really? Umbrella has a competitor? With the virus tech? Interesting. It appears to borrow much from the Umbrella BOW Bandersnatch. The properties of this biological weapon have been enhanced by the T. Veronica virus. It has 3 sickle-shaped arms that possess an unparalleled strength. In its defensive form, it uses these arms to cover its body, making bullets useless against it. Its intelligence is such that it understands commands and can carry out its duties under a variety of circumstances. I guess its weak point, that makes sense, is probably the heart. The entire time I was trying to shoot the face. That's usually, though, because this arm right here was blocking the heart. Even unintentionally so. And Creepy's here. Hello, Creepy. How are you doing? Creepy has redeemed. Hello, I'm new to stream. Well, welcome to our stream for the very first time, Creepy. Again, how are you doing? And Creepy has also redeemed Hydrate. Well, cheers, Creepy. Creepy says, Bandersnatcher. I barely even know her. You live? That is good. Living is good. We just completed Chapter 3 of the Javier Mansion mission, which is our first chapter mission that we went through tonight. And I don't know how many more are left, but we can guesstimate that after we go through this next enemy profile. We can have a look at how many movies are left to unlock. And I think that'll give us an idea of how many chapters there might be. Ivy plus YX. Ivy that is optimized for hot and humid climates. Because it is plant-based, it is well suited to temperate climates. Oh, that's it. Movies. Wow, really? We only unlocked 1 new movie this chapter, Scarred. We still have 3 more movies here to unlock, 8 to unlock here, and then 2 more to unlock here. So I feel like we have quite a few chapters left to go. Chapter 1, I think, of the Javier Mansion mission just unlocked these 2 videos. Chapter 2 unlocked these 2 videos. Chapter 3 unlocked just that 1 video. So that's about 2 videos per chapter. We have 8 plus 5, 13. Maybe the last chapter has 3 videos. So we might be looking at like another 5 or 6 chapters in the Javier Mansion stuff. The Operation Javier missions. Oh boy. We got about 2,000 gold from that mission. So we could up the capacity on the handgun, or we could hold out maybe 1 or 2 more missions, and we'd have 14,000 gold, and we could up its stopping power. I feel like I'd rather do that. Maybe we'll get lucky this next mission. Snag another 3,300 gold. Then after that, we can try to save up 9,000 to up the handgun's capacity. Actually, I'd probably upgrade the reload speed before the capacity, because every time I kill an enemy, if there's no other enemy in the immediate area, I reload. And so we don't really need... Capacity isn't as important, I guess, as reload speed in between killing an enemy. Alright. Let's do that. We'll save up 14,000 instead for stopping power. Chronicles. Let's continue. Yep. We found 3 grenades in there. We're not going to use them, though. Continue. Next chapter. Chapter 4.
Manuela told us everything she knew. When she was 15, she contracted the same fatal disease that her mother had. The Veronica virus was used as a form of treatment, and consequently she recovered. It must have strengthened her cells. However, the virus can severely damage its host's brain cells, and, if incompatible, will take them over. Completely. Even Ashford's researchers were unable to control it. There appears to be no exception to this, outside of Javier's treatment of Manuela. Somehow, he's managed to keep her from turning into a monster.
Leon. We should take care of the girl before it gets too late. It's only a matter of time, Leon, before she becomes a threat.
Javier knows something. He's been able to prevent Manuela from transforming. I have to take her with me and find out how.
Antivirus weapon protocol number 7600. You're on a special assignment for the President.
My mission is to eradicate this virus once and for all. And with your help, I intend to do just that.
Well, I am a soldier. And if your orders are from the President, then I'm on your side.
Let's go.
Time to kick some ass.
Yeah.
He sure went all out on security.
Maybe he doesn't like door-to-door salesmen.
Welcome home, Marina. And to my widow friends, please accept my sincere gratitude for returning my daughter. Now, bring Manuela to me and kill the American.
There's so many!
That's some thanks for you.
Get ready.
Look at that. He shot
This is
once.
Javier's army, huh?
The sacred snakes.
What has he done?
Strap of grenades.
Let's use them to our advantage.
He shot one time. I went through almost a whole clip. I guess he's more into accuracy than stopping power.
More of them.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I hate these things. Die. Oh. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it! Come on! Oh, I didn't get it! The first aid spray. There we go. Ah. Ah, fill that froggy belly with lead.
Look, it's our welcoming party.
They really shouldn't.
Nice.
I think there's an underground passage.
Oh, of course there's an underground passage. Oh, no! He popped the helmet off, that's funny. Stay down. Oh no! Herb, get the herb. Got it. Oh.
It's dark in here.
Yep. Nice. Got some gold. 400.
What is this? The BOW storeroom?
Looks like it.
Looks like it.
Oh, look at the heat greed.
Well, let's not wait around for inventory. Shit, we're locked in.
Oh.
They're coming.
No! Can't believe one of them got the jump on me. Nope. Nope. Back. Back, I say. Back. Oh, oh. Nope.
There must be a way out somewhere.
This looks promising.
Good job, kid.
Let's go.
Yep.
What the?
Javier's victims.
Not promising.
Why would he?
Let's keep going. We need to find this guy.
Where do we go?
I guess
Try this way.
we've been going left the whole time. Let's go left again. Locked. Herb! I was like, dude, what the heck? There was some good stuff in there. I missed one item. I'm not sure what it was. I don't want to herb up again just yet. Left was the right choice that time. Woo! Look at that stopping power. It pushed them all the way back in there. The handgun is so awesome in this game.
Shit, again?
Go under.
Nice, well done. Oh, what was that?
That was close.
Oh, got it.
Look, a ladder.
I don't want to herb up already. How many herbs do we have? We have 2 herbs. I'll wait. We're out of the prison. That's good.
Who are these guys?
Shotgun.
They were my doctors.
Oh.
It's my fault. I made them tell me how they cured my illness. And then my father...
Why did he fly off the handle and kill them all for that? Oh, there's another green herb over there. Ah. Yeah. What was that?
What's that?
Yeah, I don't know either. Nice. One clip.
Watch out!
Ah, crap. Oh no! Herb up.
So where the hell is Javier?
2 herbs left.
There is one place I can look. Somewhere I was never allowed to go.
Take us there.
What is this?
Greenhouse.
It's a greenhouse.
Yeah, more like a botanical garden.
What the hell
Oh.
is that?
Oh. Oh.
Not again.
Yes! Mini boss put down
Come on!
with the handgun.
Leon, look.
What?
That's the former researcher from Umbrella. Shit. We needed to question him.
Well, he's no good to us now.
I didn't see anyone there at all.
Choice. We gotta go up.
Oh, they're tangled in the vines. I feel like this is going to be a boss fight. I hope I'm wrong. I didn't even see that gun. If it weren't for the flashing pickup button, I would have missed that. Oh, what was that? Crossbow. Either they're all going to get up and come after me, or that thing's going to open. Yes! Yes! Dance on those froggy legs.
Look out!
What? What happened? Oh. Back! Uh-oh. Yes! Got him. Ho, ho, ho. We are good.
We need to get out of here.
Yes, we do need to get out of here. I'm surprised we didn't get to fight that big plant monster in the middle, or whatever that big plant thing in the middle is. Let me not jinx myself. Let's just get out of here. Oh. Yeah, I do. Ah! Herb up! Herb up again. These plant guys are the most dangerous enemies in this level so far. The big bulky mini bosses were easier to deal with.
They're coming right at us.
Oh my goodness. Ah! I need a herb again. Oh. Oh. I need herb. I'm completely out of herb. Hopefully this is the end of the chapter.
You okay?
Yes.
I bet there's an item right there. Ah, well. Herb! Sit down. How is Krauser taking no damage this whole time? I guess because I'm taking point.
What is this place?
Warehouse.
Well, it sure ain't the guest room. Careful.
Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! That was tense. You missed! But I did not.
So you want to play, huh?
Oh! Herb up. Oh, come on. Minigun. Oh, we're dead. First aid spray. We have nothing now. We have
What's in
zero
there?
healing items.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Don't have a bad feeling about this. Hopefully this is the end of the chapter. Oh good, cutscene. We made it.
These are all human organs.
Oh, those.
Missing girls.
Mm-hmm.
Manuela!
Her organs must be transplanted regularly.
What are you talking about?
He helps with the pain, keeping the virus at bay. But that's only for the first 15 years.
If you had just let me die, none of this would have ever happened.
No. I couldn't just watch you die. In nature, the predators who prey on others only grow stronger and thrive.
You crazy, selfish old fool!
Considering you brought my daughter back, I will grant your death's meaning.
Oh.
Didn't we fight this thing back in the village?
Oh yeah, we did.
Don't come out!
We just couldn't see the whole thing last time. How is it taking no damage?
Damn it!
There we go.
Supposed to kill it now!
Took a little bit of damage. Barely any, though. Stop shaking the camera! Oh my goodness. Alright, you know what? We'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. You saw that? You saw that, right? I just shot it with a rocket, and literally the rocket did 0 damage. The handgun did more damage than the rocket. This is why, like, I don't understand the rocket launcher in this game. Whatever. I guess we'll just keep using the handgun then. Though we are about to die, we have absolutely no healing items. That stinks.
We can climb those!
Come on, hurry!
Oh, you gotta shoot in the brain? Brain spray.
Damn it! We've got to take it out! We need to slow it down somehow.
Cutscene.
Manuela?
Our great river will watch you as you dream.
Manuela, get out of here!
Manuela, stop singing.
I'm okay. I don't know why, but if I sing this song, it won't attack me.
Oh no! Krauser, let's go! Now, hurry!
Come on! Son of a bitch!
This way, move!
Careful, don't fall. Really pissing me off.
And I'm dead. Oh, if we still had the herbs, if we still had the first aid spray, if we had the first aid spray alone, we would have killed it. That stinks. That really stinks. I'm going to guess we start right at the boss, but I don't know what we're going to have on us. Well, we got our rocket back for whatever that's worth. Alright. So our strat's going to be minigun the whole time.
Didn't we fight this thing back in the village?
Manuela, don't come out! Stay in there!
It's taking no damage at all. But neither did we. I guess the real boss fight doesn't start until...
Damn it! How are we supposed to kill it now?
I don't know when the actual boss fight starts. Oh, it took damage right there. It seems that is unavoidable. What the heck is going on here?
We can climb those!
Does it wait for us to almost be dead? And we're dead. Like says this game is so relaxing. I think I'm going to try a different strat. I'm going to try using the grenade launcher, as that has AoE. Maybe that'll help. Grenades in this game are very, very strong.
Didn't we fight this thing back in the village?
Manuela, don't come out! Stay in there! Damn it! How are we supposed to kill it now?
Alright, now. That stinks. I can't fire the grenades far enough with the grenade launcher, so it doesn't do anything. Wow, I guess there's nothing I can do. Even the rocket launcher doesn't do, it does 0 damage against the boss. I guess I'll have to go back to using the submachine gun.
We can climb those. Come on.
It looks like once you deal a tiny bit of damage to it while it's shooting whatever those things are at you, then I'm shooting the acid sprays, it's not doing anything. And then we're dead again. It's always the boss encounters in this game that get me. Alright. So what do I do? How do I beat it? The only way I can think to beat this, and I don't want to do that, would be to replay this mission on easy mode, the whole chapter on easy mode, and then hope that by the time I get to the end, I still have all those herbs and I still have the first aid spray, and then I'll be able to push through. But I really don't want to do that. We're already at the final boss of this chapter. I'd rather just kill it and move on, but I don't know how. The only thing I can think of is I just have to get good. I just have to use the submachine gun to hit its brain, as hard as that is, and hope that I can do that and kill it. Nothing else works. The rest of its body seems immune to all damage. So that's why the rocket launcher did nothing. The grenades might do something, but we're always too far away for the beast, so the grenades won't even reach that far. The shotgun's not going to do anything. The Magnum might, but I'd rather pray and spray with the submachine gun than try and aim with the Magnum. Maybe I'll just stick to using the handgun. The handgun actually deals more damage than the submachine gun. Let's try that, I guess. Let's just try sticking with the handgun, see what happens.
Didn't we fight this thing back in the village?
Manuela, don't come out! Stay in there! Yeah! How are we supposed to kill it now?
We did some damage right there.
We can climb those. Come on, hurry!
And then I'm dead again. I don't know. I don't know how to beat it. It seemed that when I was beneath it, I could shoot maybe underneath it and it takes damage. But if you shoot it in the mouth, it doesn't take any damage. But even I was shooting it on top too, in its brain area, and there were times when it wasn't taking damage either. So I don't know where to hit it. If the enemy would just take damage no matter where I shot it on its body, I could probably drop it pretty quickly. But it's like Capcom knows that, and that's why they made the boss tricky. Like it's difficult to even figure out where to hit it. And then once you figure it out, it's hard to hit. The bosses in this game can be so cheap. So cheap. Shooting in the
Fight
face.
this thing back in the village.
That's not doing anything.
Don't come out! Stay in there! Yeah! How are we supposed to kill it now?
That did a little bit of damage. And I was shooting it in the gullet. That was doing something. It looks like its chin takes damage. Maybe.
We can climb those!
Come on, hurry!
I have a little over half health. That's good. Let me try to use the grenade launcher here. Nope.
Now!
Let's try taking it down from here!
How do you like that, huh?
And I'm dead. So yeah, I cannot use the grenade launcher at all. That's why it keeps you so far from the boss. You can't use the destructive AoE power of grenades. And rockets do nothing. The strongest weapon in the game, the rocket launcher, does 0 damage. That's so irksome. I guess we'll just keep pushing with the submachine gun. That's the only thing I can think of.
Didn't we fight this thing back in
It
the
takes no
village?
damage in this first part.
Don't come out! Stay in there!
Okay, now we can hurt it.
Yeah! How are we supposed to kill it now?
Took a little bit of damage there.
We can climb those!
Come on, hurry!
A little above half health again. I don't know where it takes damage. I'm just shooting it like in the mouth. That's about it, really.
Now!
It took 0 damage. I staggered it,
Try taking it down from here!
but it took 0 damage.
Give it up already?
Catch you now!
Damn it! We've got to take it out!
We need to slow it down somehow.
Trees above protect
Manuela?
you from the dark. Our great river will watch you as you dream.
Manuela, get out of here!
Manuela, stop singing.
I'm okay. I don't know why, but if I sing this song, it won't attack me.
Oh no! Krauser, let's go!
Jeez. One more hit and I'm dead.
Come on! Son of a bitch!
This way, move!
I have no heals at all.
Don't fall. This thing's really pissing me off.
And I'm dead. They put you in a boss room and they make you fight a boss with 0 heals. There's no herbs anywhere in the room. There's no first aid spray. That really, really stinks. And we had 3 herbs all the way up to the room right before the room that we're in now. If we had those 3 herbs back, we could kill it. That stinks so much. So much. I don't know. I feel like we could keep going, but I feel like there's no strategy that I can use to beat the boss. At this point. I'll try this run only using the handgun.
Didn't we fight this thing back in the village?
Manuela, don't come out! Stay in there! Yeah! How are we supposed to kill it now? We can climb those!
Hey, Fusion.
Hurry!
Fusion says, I is here. Been very busy today. Ah. Busy can be good.
Go! Now!
And Fusion has redeemed, hello, I'm new to stream.
Try taking it down from here!
Well, welcome Fusion to our stream. For the very first time, we are happy to have you here. For the first time, as always. Ah well. And Fusion has redeemed Hydrate. Cheers, Fusion. Fusion, we're stuck on this boss. We started playing through this, the Javier mission. We beat Chapter 3. It was a good chapter. We essentially beat Chapter 4. But now we ran into a boss here at the end of Chapter 4, and we have no healing items. And there are no healing items in the boss room. So we just have to kill it. And I'm not even really sure where to shoot it so that it takes damage. Sometimes it seems like it's the face, sometimes it seems like it's the throat beneath the face, sometimes it seems like it's the brain. Sometimes it seems like it just doesn't take any damage from anything at all. And it's irksome. And I'm not able to destroy any of the projectiles that it shoots at me so that I don't get hit. So without healing items, it just feels like I can't beat the boss. And it's quite irksome. I could try replaying the whole chapter, which was a lengthy chapter. I think it took us like maybe 20 or 30 minutes to get through the chapter. To try to get all the way to the boss again with more healing items, but I don't really want to do that. I just want to beat the boss and move on. But I don't know if I can do it. It says, went and got a dual drive flash drive, USB-C, and USB 3.0. Finally getting to transfer my ROMs to my Steam Deck. Oh, very cool. Gonna have yourself a portable emulation machine. Congrats. Oof. I guess we'll try it again. So far, got your N64 and Dreamcast games on there. Nice. Working on GameCube. I guess we're going to try Submachine Gun.
Didn't we fight this thing back in the village?
We've been the most successful to Submachine Gun. I'm not shooting right now because we will deal no damage to it right now, but it hits us and we take no damage. The next time we see it, we can do damage, which is right here.
Yeah. How are we supposed to kill it now?
We dodge that. Reload. Take a little bit of damage right there. And now here's where it deals the bulk of its damage to us. It shoots out those 3 spikes, which deal a ton of damage. And there's nothing that you can do to stop it from happening. You just have to take the damage and hopefully not die. It hits you 3 times, and then you run. And you can see that took out almost all of my HP. And every time we go through this, it's unavoidable. We take damage from those. Then it hits you again, unless you get lucky with acid and more explosive tentacle things. And we're dead. That's how we've died the majority of the time at this boss. It's like I feel like there's literally nothing I can do. I tried using a rocket launcher, but the rocket does no damage. Like, it literally no damage. 0 damage from a rocket. I tried using the grenade launcher, but the grenades can't be shot far enough to hit the boss. So I have to use guns. And the guns are very spotty. Like, they hit, but they don't always deal damage. And it's so weird. Like, it's almost, I feel like this boss has floating weak points. Like, at times its face is the weak point, at others it'll take 0 damage. At times the exposed brain takes damage, at times it doesn't take damage. At times it's like chin underneath takes damage, at other points it doesn't take damage. And it's like, you just have to know what to shoot when and where, and it's kind of irksome. But that wouldn't be as bad if it weren't for the fact that it just takes no damage from, like, or the fact that there's unavoidable damage. Like, you have to take damage. There's no way around it. And that's really irksome.
We can climb those.
A little more successful that time using the handgun. Let's try to go back to the submachine gun. Reload. I staggered it, but I did almost no damage with the gun. Took damage there.
Give it up already? Catch you now.
About halfway down.
Damn it! We've got to take it out.
We need to slow it down somehow.
Now she sings. She's a very tragic character.
Manuela?
She might be my favorite character in all of our Resident Evil lore so far.
Our great river will watch you as you dream.
Manuela, get out of here!
Manuela, stop singing.
I'm okay. I don't know why, but if I sing this song, it would attack me.
Oh no! Krauser, let's go!
And now we die. Look how much damage that dig did right there.
Now, hurry!
Come on!
Back to some machine gun.
Shut up! This way! Move!
Back to handgun.
Don't fall.
And now I die.
This thing's really pissing me off.
Acid hits me and that's it. That's the furthest I've gotten in this boss fight. Right there. There's literally nothing I can do. Have you thought that maybe staggering is a method? I'm willing to do anything. Like, if I just have to stagger, that works too, but I don't know how to stagger it. It's like, no matter what I do, it seems like the boss acts randomly. Like, sometimes I shoot it in the face and it gets staggered, sometimes it doesn't get staggered and it takes damage. Sometimes nothing happens, sometimes it doesn't get staggered or take damage. Sometimes I shoot it in the brain, same thing. Sometimes I shoot it in its neck, same thing. It's like sometimes it takes damage, sometimes it doesn't take damage, sometimes it gets staggered with taking damage, sometimes it gets staggered without taking damage. It's like, and it seems like I just have to just stand there and take damage. I can't try to evade that much. I can't shoot the projectiles out of the air. And so it's like, I feel like I just can't beat the boss unless I replay the entire level and try to like really, really hold on to my healing items to make it back to the boss and use them here with the boss. I notice you move your crosshair a lot. That's the character doing that. That's not me. Like, I'm trying to keep the crosshair focused on the monster. It's like the camera itself is going like this. And it's like I'm trying to counteract the camera by moving the crosshair. So when the camera shifts like this, then I move the crosshair to the right to try to compensate. And it makes the game harder. That's one of the things that like this game does, is it tries to make almost every boss encounter as hard as possible. Where it's not just about the boss being difficult and either being very tanky or having very specific weak points or having regenerating HP. I've seen all of those in the bosses in this game, but it also messes with the camera. So when you're fighting non-boss enemies, the camera is very steady I mean, it'll move like sometimes, but it moves very minor. So the adjustments you have to make with the crosshair to offset the camera going back and forth are very minor. But when you fight bosses, it's like your character freaks out and all of a sudden they start going like this, like they start shaking the gun all the way around the screen. And so it makes it even harder for you. And it's like extra irksome. We'll give it another go. So nothing can be done here. We just wait until the next time we see it.
Back in the village.
Manuela, don't come out! Stay in there!
Alright. Now we can hurt it. We're going to stay with the handgun.
Damn it! How are we supposed to kill it now?
We did a bit of damage right there. I'm going to keep aiming for the face the entire time. See how he shakes the camera? It's hard to stay steady because the camera keeps shaking like up, down, and left and right. And so I'm trying to counteract the camera.
We can climb those!
And now, if we get hit like one more time, we're dead. And there's no healing items in this place at all. There's no first aid kits. There's no herbs. There's no. You just have to be perfect when you fight this boss.
How do you like that?
Still going for the face.
Give it up already?
Got you now.
Damn it! We've got to take it out!
We need to slow it down somehow.
Cutscene.
Manuela?
Then we're going to run in front. We're going to shoot in the face some more. It's going to take a dig at us with the face, and then we're going to die. Because I don't think you can avoid its face dig.
Manuela, get out of here!
Manuela, stop singing.
We did do a lot of damage that time, though, with just the handgun. So, should we fail here, and I'm pretty sure we will, we could try it again and just hope
I don't know why,
that
but if I sing this song, it won't attack me.
we can
No!
get
Krauser,
further.
Let's go! Now, hurry!
Come on. Son of a bitch!
This way! Move!
Careful. Don't fall. This thing's really pissing me off.
And I'm dead. We did get really, really far that time. We got just as far as I've ever been, but in the very beginning, we took a ton of damage. If we can make it that far again, but with a much higher, like over half HP, maybe we can kill it. Maybe. We just have to really try to, and hope and get lucky that we are able to stagger it multiple times with the handgun. Because the handgun deals way more damage. Well, not way more, but it deals more damage than the submachine gun. And I think it might have better stagger power than the submachine gun as well. You know, I'm going to try the Magnum. Let's try Magnum. We haven't tried that yet.
Back in the village.
Let's see what
Don't
happens.
come out! Stay in there!
The Magnum is supposed to be my boss killer gun. I don't like to use it. But, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah! How are we supposed to kill it now?
Okay, that was about as much damage as we do with the handgun. And we're completely out of Magnum ammo.
We can...
I don't even want to continue. I don't even want to do it. But that would replay from the very beginning. I just have to die.
Climb those!
The Magnum deals a ton of damage. But it did literally nothing there, and I wouldn't even want to succeed. I'd rather die and get my ammo back for the Magnum than have wasted all of that Magnum ammo, because Magnum ammo is extremely hard to come by. I'm just going to have to use the handgun. Staggered is the way. We'll keep trying to do that.
Didn't we fight this thing back in the village?
Manuela, don't come out! Stay in there! Yeah! How are we supposed to kill it now?
I'm flipping my hand over. I'm like just using my thumb to hit the trigger button instead of using the my trigger finger because my thumb is faster.
Go, now!
Let's try taking it down from here.
How do you like that?
Give it up already?
Got you now! Ah!
Damn it! We've got to take it out.
We need to slow it down somehow.
Ah. Oh.
Manuela?
I feel like my finger's starting to cramp. Ugh.
Manuela, get out of here!
Manuela, stop singing.
I'm okay. I don't know why, but if I sing this song, it won't attack me.
Oh no! Krauser, let's go!
There we go.
Now, hurry!
Come on! Son of a bitch!
This way, move!
Alright, here we go. This is as far as we've ever been.
Careful, don't fall.
We have about half HP. A little over.
Really pissing me off.
Watch out!
Go to hell, goddammit!
Come on, we can do this!
We did it! If that's not it, I give up. Like, that was hard. I'm shocked we did it. If there's any more to this boss fight, I'm done. And its body's still moving.
Javier's gone. We gotta go after him.
Oh my gosh, that was tough.
Krauser!
I wonder if this is how Krauser becomes infected. Because I think Krauser is infected with the virus in RE4.
It's nothing.
Or a virus. Ah.
Mother?
Aww.
I don't want to live if it means others have to die.
That was hard. My whole arm feels like cramped. You have earned a trophy. Bye-bye, mommy. Or not my shoulder, but my whole arm feels cramped. I haven't done button mash gaming in a long time. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? And this is Heyo, Orfeo, and chat. How's everyone doing? We're doing all right now, Brandon. We just beat a really tough boss. A very, very tough boss. Oh. Fusion says, well, it wasn't that easy. Fusion to the rescue. Yes, you were right, Fusion. The face didn't seem to be taking that much damage, but we were able to just keep staggering it, and occasionally when it did take damage, it was more important just to stagger it and have it occasionally take damage than just to find, I guess, where to really shoot it to deal damage, just to deal damage. Brennan says, I'm doing good. Was just playing the Street Fighter 6 beta with some friends. How's Street Fighter 6 going? Score S. Clear time C. Enemies eliminated S. Headshots C. Chapter total B. 18,000 gold total. See, now I question whether or not I should upgrade the stopping power of my handgun for 14,000. Because I think if I wait till I have 20,000 gold, I think I can upgrade the damage again on my handgun. But I could be wrong. Let me see. Brennan says, I like it. I wonder if Radia's gonna get it. I don't know. It's good? That's good. I messaged her about the beta on, via a private message on Discord, and she said that she was looking forward to the beta, but she probably wasn't going to get involved with the beta. So I'm not entirely sure why that is. Maybe she's like already decided that she's going to get Street Fighter 6, which I could understand her doing because she does really love the Street Fighter games. And maybe she just wants to experience everything for the first time once she gets the game. So that could be it. You got South American Ant, Mercenary Zombie, The Sacred Serpent's Crime Syndicate, Conviction, What Really Happened, Sorrow, Zombie Hunter, Customize. Oh, see, I don't know. We could use 14,000 gold to up the stopping power or the stagger potential of our handgun, or we could save up less than another 2,000 gold to upgrade the power of the handgun from a C plus to a B. And at the power rank of B, that puts it on par with the stopping power of a shotgun. So that means our handgun would be just as powerful as a shotgun. It wouldn't have the stagger potential of a shotgun because that's an A, but we'd basically be shooting shotgun shells from our handgun, which would be insane. So I guess we'll just save up 20,000 to boost the power of the handgun again. Fusion says stopping power. You think we should go stopping power? Brennan says, will you be getting Street Fighter 6 when it goes on sale to play sometime with friends such as me and Rady? I would like to. I planned on it, but I don't know when we'll really get into it. Way further down the line for Franchise Fridays, I had eventually planned to play through most of the Street Fighter games. Like, I was planning to start at the original Street Fighter and then work my way up from the original Street Fighter through the various Street Fighter 2 games, because there's like Street Fighter 2 and then Street Fighter 2 Turbo and then like all those variations. Play through most of those. Then the Street Fighter Alpha games. Then Street Fighter like 3, 4, 5, and then 6. But that's pretty far down on the list, and even then, it's like once we get through with the Borderlands 3 multiplayer, I'm thinking that we'll either temporarily or permanently put Franchise Fridays on hold, and we're just going to extend out RPG afternoons. And so that's going to put all of our Franchise Friday games sort of on the back burner. So I don't know. Like, yes, I do intend to get it and to play it eventually. I just don't know when. Fusion says trust. You think so, Fusion? I mean, you're right with this boss. With this boss, it was better to stagger it and deal damage than it was just to deal damage. So maybe just because when it comes to like role-playing games, I'm used to being a mage, and mages don't really focus on stopping power. They don't, in a sense, they don't focus on strategy. They just focus on just pure raw power. And so that's really what makes me want to invest in furthering the power of the handgun. But you're right, strategically, it might be smarter to up the stopping power rather than the pure power of the handgun. No worries and yay. You trusted me on this boss fight, right? Alright, let's do it. 14,000 gold, upgrade stopping power from C to C+. Force projectiles inflict on an enemy. Yes. Alright, there we go. Stopping power of the handgun has been upgraded. So what should our next savings goal be? Now we're down to 4,000 gold. We could either wait for probably a very long time to get back up to 20,000 gold to invest in furthering the pure power of the handgun, or we can wait until we get 9,000 gold and perhaps focus on upping the reload speed of the handgun instead. Well, I guess we'll just we'll wait to see how many souls we get from this next chapter. I'm thinking maybe if we hit, as soon as we hit 9,000 gold, we'll just throw it into reload speed. Then once we hit 9,000 again, we'll throw it into capacity, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see where we go from there. Oh, there's also rate of fire at 12,000 gold. So all of those are additional considerations. All right, let's go back. And let's check what files we got. New enemies. I don't remember us fighting ants. South American ant. Ants that live in the South American jungle, which were infected by T. veronica. They very closely resemble the ants created by Alexia. Until this game, I never knew that the Code Veronica virus ever existed outside of the Code Veronica game. Mercenary zombie. Soldiers who worked for Javier that were infected and turned into zombies. It is thought that Javier, in his madness, created these zombies on purpose. Originally, they were members of Javier's mansion security force. They still carry explosives. Yeah, so if you shoot the grenades that they're wearing, they'll die and all the enemies around them will die. We may have unlocked all the different enemy types in the Operation Javier missions. Like, we're missing that one. And we're missing these two, but that's it. And maybe you only unlock those files if you choose to play through the Operation Javier mission as Krauser instead of Leon. Alright, new text files. The Sacred Serpents Crime Syndicate. Organized and led by Javier, it is a crime syndicate with a firm presence in South America. It has a code of absolute obedience to its leader, based on a system of control through fear, which brutally punishes traitors without exception. New movies? Interesting. We have a missing movie here. I wonder why. Maybe this video is only seen if you play as Krauser? Maybe. That's weird. Are there any others like that? No, we unlocked all the videos from Memory of a Lost City. We unlocked all the videos for Game of Oblivion. I wonder why we're missing that video. That's strange. We missed that one too. Maybe those two do only unlock if you're playing as Krauser instead of Leon. Could be. But we still have all these to go. And then those two. So I'm guessing that's still at least 3 chapters. And we unlocked a new title. Zombie Hunter. You have killed 500 zombies. Okay, back to Chronicles. I can't believe we did all of that using just the handgun. We still have full ammo in the Magnum, full ammo in these submachine gun. I keep wanting to call it an Uzi. And full ammo in the shotgun. Pretty good stats there on the handgun now. C plus power, C plus stopping power, B plus for rate of fire, reload speed, capacity, S on ammo since it has infinite ammo. That is pretty good. It deals more damage and has greater stopping power than the submachine gun. It just has a slower rate of fire and smaller capacity. It deals almost as much damage as the shotgun, but it has faster rate of fire and faster reload. So DPS, handgun outdamages shotgun. It's also better than the submachine gun. The only gun that's kind of better is the Magnum. The Magnum has such a small capacity that overall, we've actually made the handgun the best gun in the game. Okay. Before we go next, I'm going to step away and I'm going to refill my coffee cup. I am empty. And then we'll be back and we will continue trying to finish the Dark Side Chronicles. So let me burp. Just give me a couple of minutes to refill my coffee cup. All right, we are back. Took a moment to use the restroom as well as refill my coffee cup. That really worked out my fingers. Like I said earlier, I have not done button mash gaming in a long time. Not really since, like, the Nintendo Entertainment System. Those were the days. The days when you would button mash so much with your thumb that it would blister. And then you would push beyond that. And then the blister would pop. And you would just keep hammering away at the button. And it's like that blistered thumb. That was like a war scar. That was like something that you were proud of. It's like, that's right. I did what I had to do to beat the mission. To beat the game. Okay. Controller. Let's continue. Chapter 5. Looks like Javier is back in the greenhouse.
I should have done this sooner, Hilda. Stupid Americans.
It's a nice gun.
You think you can defeat it, don't you? But you forget that when you look into the depths of the abyss, it swallows you whole.
He transformed himself.
We lost Javier. We need some air support.
His arm looks hurt pretty bad.
Let's go. What the?
So I'm guessing he's infected with the Veronica virus now. Oh.
What the? Where the hell did this thing come from?
A new boss. Uh-oh. Boss is almost dead, though. Yeah! Flawless victory. Maybe. Alright, end of chapter, right? We're done? First aid! First aid spray!
Bigger guns. I say we fall back for now and recoup before moving on. Agreed.
Yeah, agreed. Uh-oh.
Look! Over there!
A hidden passage?
Looks like this is our only way out.
Let's hurry!
Gold! Boss fight right at the beginning of the chapter.
What the hell is going on up there?
More gold. Oh. Oh, I hit the buttons, come on! Whatever, whatever. Get a lot of gold right there.
It's huge! What the hell is it? Behold the true power of the virus!
He's become one with the plant.
Let me take away your pain.
You know what? He's big. Maybe this will work. Let's go Rockets. Oh, I hit the wrong button. How did that do nothing? Oh, it staggered it. We're out of rockets. Let's go with grenades.
We're getting no.
Grenades aren't going to work. Let's go back to Magnum, but we're just going to go back to using handgun.
We can't do this!
Well, if you want to help Krauser, you know, you can shoot. Oh, cutscene.
I understand now. I feel this pain because I'm still human. But if I were no longer to feel pain, then that would mean that no. I choose to die a human.
Manuela, don't!
Whoa. That was impressive. She's Parasite Eve.
Manuela. Are you?
I'm still here.
Krauser, focus! Getting closer, it's harder for him to get you!
Nice plan. If he doesn't.
I only have a first aid spray.
Crush me.
Waiting for health bar to pop back up. I can use some herb though. Herb would be nice. Herb! Yeah.
On it! Aim for its joints! You won't be able to move!
Easier said than done.
Come on! It should be a piece of cake for you!
But any other day. What the?
Oh, it's taking no damage from that.
Multiplying?
Oh no.
Maybe we can use it to our advantage. Manuela, be careful!
Oh. Ow! We're not nice. Oh, good dodge. So close. So close. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Yes! We did it!
Keep going like this for much longer.
We snapped off a crab leg. What? Are you serious? We have to do this multiple times? It's the red ones you have to shoot.
You'll be fine. Let her fight.
Herb! Herb! Oh, I couldn't grab it. Healing up. Yes, got herb. This again. Ah! There's nothing you can do to avoid that. You just gotta take it. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it stinks that you have to take damage. Let me try the submachine gun. That's so cheap. So cheap. Urban up. We're out of heals now. Or at least we're out of herb. This is annoying. Ah, crap. Ah. Got it.
I get regenerate, and every time I grow stronger. my divine power! Oh, what is this? What's happening? My body! Veronica is consuming me!
The virus is taking over. I knew there was no way anybody could control it.
Look out!
Oh, hello, Ariane. How you doing? That was our first aid spray. We only got one more chance at this. I'm gonna go back to the handgun. Ah! It's taking such little damage. Let's see if grenade launcher will do anything. No, grenade launcher does absolutely no damage. I guess they can't travel as far. We'll do Magnum. We'll pump all the Magnum bullets into him.
Keep shooting!
Bye! We did it!
Kill me.
Javier!
You got it. Didn't even have to. Wasn't even gonna wait. You have earned a trophy, Forbidden Power. Headshot. Headshot with the Uzi. How are you doing, Ariane? We just defeated a pretty tough boss there. I wonder if this is the end of the game or if Manuela's going to mutate and we're going to have to kill her too. Oh no, we've escaped. Infection setting in.
Losing too much blood. Maybe it's for the best. For this way, I will never lose my soul.
Manuela.
Thank you, Leon.
Aww.
Why did Manuela never lose her conscience?
Or Manuela.
Was it something genetic? Or was she sustained by this land that's so rich with life? The virus continues to grow, altering its form, strengthening perpetually, until the day it can be destroyed. in our bodies, in our souls.
We did it! We beat the game! I didn't think that was the last mission. Oh, we did it! We beat Resident Evil, The Dark Side Chronicles. I wonder if there's like going to be an epilogue. Like if we're going to unlock any special missions. Maybe that's why for the Javier mission, maybe that's why it's missing some movies. I mean, it could have just been because if you want to replay that mission as Krauser, maybe that's why some movies are unlocked specifically with him. I don't know. But we might find out after the credits. Ah, good game. Good game. It had some cheap boss encounters, the worst of which was definitely at the end of the Resident Evil 2 segment with Birkin, mutated Birkin. That was the hardest boss in the game. But that was overall it was a really good game. And I tell you what, had we not been super stingy, super conservative with our Magnum ammo, I don't think we would have beaten that boss because it was just way too tanky. We had to go through 2 herbs and a first aid spray just to beat it. And it was taking almost no damage from our submachine gun, almost no damage even from our handgun. The grenade launcher couldn't reach it. We hit it with rockets, but the rockets didn't even seem to do too much damage. But the Magnum, those 30 Magnum slugs, those put in work. We had to go, I think at the end we just had like 2 Magnum slugs left. But that dropped the boss's HP super quick. So that Magnum really came in clutch right at the very end. But that was good. That was good. The second hardest boss, I would have to say, would be the boss that I got stuck on that Fusion helped me to overcome through staggering it. And that was Manuela's mother. Manuela's mutated mother. It was tough. It was really tough. I almost felt like giving up on that one. And the Manuela's mother boss, that was only really tough because we had to beat that boss with no heals. By that time, we did not have any herbs. We did not have any first aid sprays. We just had to go in and just be perfect at fighting the boss, and that was very hard to do. But we did it. The third hardest boss would probably be the one that we just beat, the end boss. And yeah, I really don't think we could have beaten it had it not been for us saving up Magnum ammo the entire game. I think that's the only reason we beat it. But that was good. That was really good. Definitely this was, at least for me, this was better than the Umbrella Chronicles. I kind of made the comparison before with the Umbrella Chronicles. The difficulty starts relatively low, and then the whole game just scales up in difficulty as you play through the Umbrella Chronicles. In the Dark Side Chronicles, it isn't really that way. I mean, it is that way. It does start off, I feel like it started off easy, not even like low medium. I feel like the difficulty in the beginning of Dark Side Chronicles was easier than Umbrella Chronicles. But with the Dark Side Chronicles, the difficulty went up very, very slowly, very gradually over time. It's just, it peaked with bosses, and some of the bosses were really unfair. They were really cheap. They had multiple regenerating HP phases. They didn't always take damage depending on where you shot them. It was super, super cheap a lot of the time. You had to kill some of them in very specific ways. Like it was pretty bogus. But outside of those boss encounters, the rest of the game is great. Yeah, I'm easily going to give this game a 4 out of 5. If it weren't for those couple of annoying boss instances, this would be I would give this game a perfect score. It would be a masterpiece. Because of those really ridiculous boss encounters, though, of which there are not many, I would say there's really only like maybe 2, maybe 2.5. No, I'd probably say 2. Birkin is definitely the hardest enemy in the game. Manuela's mother, I'd give a half mark for, because if you did manage to make it through the previous chapter or the previous segment of that game and you still had herbs left and first aid sprays left, then the Manuela's mother boss, unless it's a separate chapter, I don't think it is, it could be. But if you managed to save some heals up to that boss fight, it wouldn't have been that tough. But we didn't have that, and so for us it was really tough. And then for this final boss, the only reason it was as easy as it was because we had tons of Magnum ammo saved up. But had you not done that, had we been using Magnum ammo the entire time through the game and we didn't have the Magnum, we would have been stuck. And I really don't think we'd have been able to beat that boss. Or if we did, it would have taken much, much longer. So I'd probably give that like a half mark as well. So you can kind of combine those 2 half marks into one whole. There's like two hard bosses in the game. But yeah, this is a great game. Much better than the Umbrella Chronicles. Umbrella Chronicles... I don't remember what I scored Umbrella Chronicles. I think I either said it was an average game or a below average game. This is definitely above average. So it was a really, really positive experience. Score S, clear time C, I'll take it. Enemies eliminated S. 2 enemies? What 2 enemies? We killed 2 enemies? Oh, that's right. We killed both phases of the Javier boss. Headshots S. It gave it... Oh, that's... Okay. I wonder why it gave us... There's no headshots. Maybe because in the end we killed the boss with a headshot? I don't know. No continue clear, 4,000 points. Oh, that's true. We never had to continue. We did have to use the first aid spray, but we didn't ever have to go into the continue menu. Chapter total A. We're up to 16,000 gold. We got 4 archive items. I mean, there's nothing really left to upgrade since we beat the game, but I'm going to hold on to the gold in case I ever come back to this. I just need like another 3,300 gold, and we can up the damage on the handgun again. Upload data? Sure. Alright, now is there an epilogue? You must get stronger in order to protect those dearest to you. What does that mean? You got Chris Redfield. You got The Abyss. Desperation. End of the road. End credits. Game cleared normal. A secret mode has been unlocked. Ooh. Prototype. Caucasus. Oh, secrets. Interesting. We'll get into that in a bit. Let's check our archives. Characters. Chris Redfield. Several months prior to the destruction of Raccoon City, during the Mansion incident, Chris found the Arclay Research Lab and uncovered Umbrella's plot. But due to a systemic cover-up, the entire matter was cloaked in darkness, and none of his information saw the light of day. At that point, Chris decided to travel to Europe to look into matters on his own. When Chris departed, he broke off contact with his younger sister, Claire, in order to avoid exposing her to danger. But, anxious about his safety, Claire set off by herself to find him, and subsequently got caught up in the Raccoon City disaster. She then followed her brother to Europe, was captured by Umbrella, and imprisoned on Rockfort Island. After learning of Claire's imprisonment from Leon, Chris took off immediately for Rockfort Island. There he met Albert Wesker, picked up on Claire's trail, and traveled to Antarctica. Very cool. Fusion says you scored it a 4, by the way. Oh, you looked it up, Fusion? Or you just happened to remember? Huh. If I scored Umbrella Chronicles a 4... I mean, I remember that I did... You looked it up? Okay. I remember I did get really irked by it, but I especially got irked by the final boss, because we actually had to drop difficulty to easy mode. I remember that for the final boss in Umbrella Chronicles. Yeah, just right at the very end there, the difficulty kind of spiked too high. But I remember enjoying the rest of the game, I think. But this game, I would say, it was definitely more fun. I guess, I don't know. I might have to go back and readjust my score for the Umbrella Chronicles if that was the case. Fusion says, great graphics and challenging gameplay. He's posting my review. Great graphics and challenging gameplay. The story provides a fun recap to the events of RE0, the RE1 remake, RE3, and a 4th episode of new content. Good replay value. Okay. This is tough. This is tough. Like, I really feel the Dark Side Chronicles is better than the Umbrella Chronicles. But I already gave the Umbrella Chronicles a very high review score. So that means I either have to give this game a high review score. I can't give it a perfect score. So I'd either have to give this game a 4.5, and I hate giving half marks. Or I'd have to go back to the Umbrella Chronicles and lower its score. Maybe lower its score to like 3.5, or... I wouldn't give it a 3. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's see what else we unlocked. Can't lower scores? I could lower scores. Oh, that's it? Oh, I thought we unlocked Leon's character profile. Oh, this is just for Game of Oblivion. Memory of a Lost City. Operation Javier. There's a lot of characters here that we haven't unlocked. What is this? How are there so many hidden characters? Maybe that's from secret mode, or maybe you have to play as Krauser to unlock more characters? I don't know. It was weird, though. Leon S. Kennedy, member of a secret U.S. military agency. He was sent to a remote area of South America on government orders to investigate Umbrella's relationship to drug lord Javier Hidalgo. Having encountered numerous BOWs in the past, he has a working knowledge of how to engage BOWs in combat. Though generally a cool character, he tends to be awkward around women. His middle name is Scott. I have thought in the past he reminds me of Cyclops from the X-Men, and Scott is Cyclops' name, in both his appearance and mannerisms. Jack Krauser, a member of the U.S. SOCOM. SOCOM was a great series on PlayStation 2. He was sent to a remote area in South America on government orders. I love the look of his gun. That is an awesome looking gun, by the way. To investigate Umbrella's relationship to drug lord Javier Hidalgo. Jack is an exceptional soldier who has led many successful operations. Even when he encounters a BOW for the first time, he shows no sign of fear. He has never been quite at home in everyday society, and feels that each day he spends fighting in the military gives his life meaning. Hunk, member of Umbrella Special Forces, a private unit under the authority of Umbrella executives. During the biological calamity in Raccoon City, Hunk of Alpha Team was given secret orders by Christina of the French branch to infiltrate the underground laboratory along with his teammates and obtain a G-virus sample from William Birkin by whatever means necessary. Eventually losing all of his teammates, he managed to single-handedly fend off the G creature that used to be William Birkin, secure the G virus, and complete his mission. Movies. Real reviewers don't lower scores. Whatever. Sorrow. The Abyss. Desperation. End of the Road. End credits. We're missing quite a few movies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 6 movies for Operation Javier. Titles. Game cleared, normal. All chapters cleared on normal mode. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I get 20,000 gold. I'm so close. Another 4,000. And then I'll up the power of the handgun again. Alright, what are these secrets over here? Wait, whoa, what? It's, what? Claire? It just started the game. I thought I was gonna look at a menu. Oh, it's tofu! No! 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 This would be good for Creepy. Fried Tofu does not agree with Creepy. He'd be good at Tofu as enemies. Or be good with Tofu as enemies. We're back in RE2. What is this? I can't even go into the menu. I can't switch weapons. I can only play with the handgun. I thought I was going to get to see, like, character models, or... maybe hidden movies, or something else. I didn't think you'd just throw me into a game. No, got some gold there. That's nice. No! 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 I was almost tofu'd. Oh, the tofu's quick. No. What? Ah! The tofu is strong. Gold! I thought we were done. Oh, jeez. Dogs chasing tofu? That helps me, I guess. Oh, you're gonna follow the dogs chase. Ah! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm tofu'd. Continue? No. Do I get to keep the gold I picked up, though? No. I think we got, was it like 1,500 gold? No, that wasn't enough. Isn't that what happened in RE2? If you beat RE2 on like a harder difficulty, you unlock like tofu mode? But I thought tofu mode was you get to play as a piece of tofu. Here we're killing tofu. That was interesting. But I don't think we're gonna do the tofu mode. That was fun though. That was fun. I'll probably just read about it. Like, I don't know how long that is. I don't know if we have to literally play through the entire RE2 segment all over again, just killing tofu. My finger feels like it's... My trigger finger feels like it's cramping here. But that was good. That was good. We beat the main game. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what I'm going to score this. I really thought maybe I scored Umbrella Chronicles 3, in which case this definitely deserves a 4, but if I scored Umbrella Chronicles a 4... Yeah. I think I'm probably going to go back to Umbrella Chronicles and drop review score by half a star. And then I think I'll score Darkside Chronicles a 4. Like, it's so much better than Umbrella Chronicles. Like, it's nearly a night and day difference. It is a massive improvement over Umbrella Chronicles. even a half-star ranking doesn't do it justice. But I really can't give this a perfect score. Just some of those bosses, specifically the Birkin encounter. The Birkin encounter is the worst experience in this game, and that makes you want to break your controller. Like, that makes you want to rage quit. But outside of that, the rest of the game it's amazing. I think I'll give this 4.5, and I'll give Umbrella Chronicles 3.5. That'll give it a full point difference. But yeah, it's only 3 hours we've been streaming. But we did it. We beat Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles. And that means next Saturday, we'll be starting a new game. And that game will be a recommendation given to us by both Tommy and Lorelei. And the recommended game is Layers of Fear 2, which I talked a bit about earlier in the stream. On this channel, we have completed the original Layers of Fear and its DLC, Layers of Fear Inheritance. And those videos can be found on the YouTube channel. But we never played Layers of Fear 2. And so, let's do that next. I don't know how long Layers of Fear 2 is, but we'll find out. And then after that, we'll be returning to the RE series with Resident Evil, with the Resident Evil 2 remake demo. I've already beaten Resident Evil 2. I am mostly a first playthrough streamer, so I don't really want to replay games I've already beaten if I've beaten them off stream. But I do want to see what's different in the remake. And so the version of Resident Evil 2 that I beat was the original on the PlayStation 1. So the Resident Evil 2 remake definitely looks a lot better than the original. But it's still pretty much the same overall story, so I'm not going to play the entire game, but the demo will be enough. And so we are going to do the RE2 remake demo. We're going to do the RE3 remake demo. We're going to do the RE4 remake demo. We're going to knock all those demos out, and those will probably be transferred to the YouTube channel. Those will just be one-shots, and I don't know how long the demos are. But yeah, we're also going to bounce some other horror games in between those demos as well, other recommendations. So, yes, if you like some spooks, then feel free to continue tuning in on Saturdays for the time being, and we'll keep pumping out the horror content. Fusion says the demos aren't long at all, literally 20 minutes. Okay, so that means it should take us about 2 hours to get through the demo. You could do all 3 in one stream. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. If I literally knock out like the RE2 remake demo in like 20 minutes, then yeah, I'll jump right into the RE3 remake demo. But if it takes us a while, because it does typically take me a while to play through games, then we'll probably just space out the demos and do like one per stream session. So we'll see what happens, but I'll have all 3 demos installed on my system and ready to go, just in case we do get through one faster than the other. Part of me would like to kind of replay this game. Not all of it. You probably can't do that, though. Like, what I really want is Steve's handgun. Steve's handgun looks really cool. And I just want to use that as, like, my primary handgun. It'd be cool if you could just, like, once you beat the game, if the game would, like, let you just choose your own handgun. And it would just be cosmetic. Like, you could choose Krauser's handgun, or Leon's handgun, or Claire's, or Steve's. And it would have all the same stats. It would just be a cosmetic difference. That would be nice. I would have liked that. Because Steve's gun just looks really cool. And just have, like, a unique reload animation. But, oh well. But, yeah, I really enjoyed this game. And I look forward to diving into Layers of Fear 2. next Saturday, and I look forward to the Resident Evil remake demos in the future as well. Fusion says, by the way, update, still transferring GameCube. Lots of games. I bet. Let me go through. Let me mute the game real quick. And I will let you know what's next on our agenda here for Spooky Saturdays. I'll give you the rundown of what's going on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here's the plan. For this coming Saturday, Layers of Fear 2. Then after that will be the Resident Evil 2 remake demo. And again, if we beat the Resident Evil 2 remake demo in 20 minutes, like Fusion is saying, then we'll go into the next demo. If it takes us about 2 hours to get through the demo, then we'll probably space out the demos. But this is originally how I had things planned with the demos. So Layers of Fear 2, and I have a very long schedule, but I'll just give you the short version, going up through the Resident Evil 4 remake demo. So I had Layers of Fear 2, then the Resident Evil 2 remake demo, then American McGee's Alice, which was sort of a recommendation from Brandon. Brandon actually recommended Alice Madness Returns, which is the sequel to American McGee's Alice. But I had never played the original game, so I would like to play the original game before I play through the sequel. And originally, I thought that we would play through Alice Madness Returns for Franchise Fridays, because, I mean, it's Alice in Wonderland. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. Maybe it's like an action-adventure game. Okay, we'll give that a shot. And I started watching some trailers of the game on YouTube, and I'm like, this is some really twisted, spooky stuff. This is kind of like a horror game. And so I decided to shift it from Franchise Fridays to Spooky Saturdays. So Layers of Fear 2, Resident Evil 2 remake demo, American McGee's Alice, then the Resident Evil 3 remake demo, then Alice Madness Returns, and then the Resident Evil 4 remake demo. So those were the plans originally, but that could change depending on how fast we can make it through the remake demos. Yeah. So, like I said, we shall see. And if we make it through all of that and we still have time for more Spooky Saturday games, we haven't completed our... well, no, I think by that time we probably will have completed Borderlands 3 and we'll be shifting to extending RPG afternoons through Fridays and Saturdays. If not, though, I do have more Spooky Saturdays content planned. And I'm not going to get rid of my playlists for Franchise Fridays or Spooky Saturdays as far as the text lists that I have on my computer, because we will be playing through those games eventually. When, I don't know. But we will be. I am planning to dive back into the Spooky Saturdays list come October. So the days I typically don't stream, which are Tuesdays and Sundays, I might start at least maybe on Tuesdays. We'll see. Streaming some scheduled horror games just for that month of October. And so that's when we'll dive back into the list and we'll get into stuff like Alien Isolation and into the other Resident Evil games. So I'm excited. I am hyped for that. But let me edit this text list real quick. And depending on how fast I can scoop it up, I would, of course, love to be able to stream Alan Wake 2, because I'm a big Alan Wake fan, and so I'd be psyched for that. Though I don't really want to play Alan Wake 2 until we've played through Control. And yeah, I don't know when that's going to be either, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But let me bring up stream window again. Fusion says, have you figured out if you'll put ROMs on the deck? I would like to put some ROMs on the deck, Fusion. And I have one ROM on there, sort of. It's the game we streamed some time ago for Spooky Saturdays called Nickelodeon's Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of Orpheo's Curse. That's the DOS file. And I had to use a DOS emulator to run it. But as far as other things, I would like to, but I would like to get a storage card for the Steam Deck first, because I don't want to put all those things on the internal storage of the deck. I would like to put those on a removable card. And if possible, I would either like one really big card to hold everything, or I would like a lot of small cards. So I'd be like, all right, so this little card, this is my collection of Super Nintendo games, and I plug that in, and this is my collection of Game Boy games, and plug that in. So I have like one card dedicated per system. I don't know, or maybe just one big card to hold everything. I'm not sure. But I want to hold off on doing that, like I said, until I get some storage cards for the Steam Deck. And I have tons of other games to play, tons of content for us to go through. So I'm in no great rush to acquire those cards yet. But stuff like that is definitely coming in the future. Fusion says, I have a 1 terabyte SD card, plus the upgrade of the NVMe I did. Nice. So then you have more than enough storage. But yes, that's going to be it from us for tonight. Been kind of a short stream. Let me see who else is streaming right now. Okay. I think I know where we shall direct our raid. Misplaced was here earlier to... Well, I mean, I can't really say earlier today. It's 12:41 a.m. for me. But she was here yesterday while we were streaming Dark Souls Remastered. And so let's throw her some support. Right now she's streaming The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And we'll keep her some company. Fusion says exactly. Overkill as always. Mm-hmm. But let me set that up. Raid. Misplaced. _ There we go. Okay. So, thank you again, everyone, for joining me. Thank you, Fusion, for your help, your advice in beating Resident Evil, The Dark Side Chronicles, specifically that boss earlier on. Thank you also to others who have dropped in. Thank you to Creepy. Thank you to Brandon. Thank you to Slick. Thank you to Jamera. And also thank you to the lurkers out there. I do appreciate you hanging out with me and keeping me company. After stream, I'm going to update the week at a glance, update Stream Elements question of the week, and probably transfer our Monday Marvels video from last week onto the YouTube channel. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. The next time I'm scheduled to stream will be this coming Monday. We're going to start a new game for Monday Marvels called Into a Dream. The next time I might be streaming may be tomorrow sometime, but I'm not really sure when, and I'm not sure what it will be. If it happens on Sunday, it'll be unscheduled as always. Sundays are always unscheduled streams, but we'll see what happens. So thank you again. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll see you perhaps in this play stream for some Witcher 3. So have a good night. Have a good weekend.